Hi, good evening. This is the story of a young 21-year-old woman that finds herself wandering aimlessly throughout life, lacking purpose and contentment. At the tender age of 19, she felt like tossing in the pom-poms of life.
Hi, my name is Margot, but my friends on the street call me Candy Apple. I grew up in a small rural town right outside of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Things were simple and very conservative, but if you wanted to play, there were things to do. When I was around the age of 13 is where I noticed the change in my life. It was a period when I first had friends and some independence from my folks. Lucy and John, known as Mom and Dad, were very strict and controlling. I had chores every day of the week, could seldom watch television or play video games, or little free time to myself. On the weekend, it was feed the chickens in the coop and rinse down the outdoor lawn chairs. John, my dad, was a car salesman in Baton Rouge, and Mom, she was a waitress at the local Denny's restaurant. They worked very hard. And of course there were Sundays. This was the time to go to church and behave perfectly. We also had Bible study on Sunday evenings. In any event, at the age of 13 I had some freedoms, and I took full advantage of it. I attended parties with new friends, I went to rock concerts when a hip new band was playing in Baton Rouge, and I became a regular at the video game court. At the arcade is where I had my first experience with marijuana. A couple of us went outdoors to get some air from all the noise, and friend, Melanie, pulled something out her carry bag and said, "Try this." It looked like a cigarette, but she said, "It'll make you feel good." So I tried it and I felt like roller skate dancing to Bon Jovi. After that experience, I knew that this was something I wanted to do. I was a regular user and didn't care about anything else. Schoolwork became impossible, and I was a marginal student barely making it to the next grade. I did make it out of high school, but before the prom a joint, and after the prom, a joint. The same thing with graduation, a joint before graduation ceremony and a joint after graduation tassels. So I had become officially a grown-up and didn't have a clue what was next. The drug use escalated. Now, I had started using crystal meth and feeling no pain or worries at all. The friends in life were just as burned out as myself. We had no dreams, we had no purpose, we barely cared about eating food. It was bad. I realized, after being beat up by a guy I was dating, that something had to change. The both of us was using, and it was every day. He beat me up because I didn't want to share my score with him. Honestly, after that episode, I wanted out of life, it couldn't get any worse. I concluded one of two things, I was going to be no longer breathing or I had to get clean and sober. The choice was clean and sober. Life is better now. I got out of that relationship, but I'm not ready to jump into another one at the moment. The sobriety help was in the form of 3 days a week drug counseling and staying busy in my personal life. It's not an easy process, but it's essential in order for me to stay alive and healthy.